In order for us to know if the water we drink is pure, we need to carry out a test. So, this lesson provides us with the different ways we can test for water. Water pollution is usually caused by human excrement and animal excrement or feces. Among the most common infections that we can get or that travelers may acquire from contaminated water are amoebic dysentery, typhoid fever, cholera, infection caused by the bacteria Escherichia coli. Just to name a few, because there are several other illnesses which are being caused by contaminated water. But how can we test if an unknown colorless liquid contains water or if it is pure? If water is present in a liquid, that liquid will behave as follows. In picture A, it shows us iodine, which is 10 times more soluble in cyclohexane. Therefore, the iodine dissolves completely in the cyclohexane, causing the solution to look pinkish. In picture B, the iodine settles at the bottom of the test tube. Looking at the test tube, you will notice that the iodine is at the bottom. It doesn't mix with the liquid present in the test tube. Therefore, iodine is 10 times more soluble in cyclohexane than in water. In picture C, cyclohexane, which is an organic solvent, does not mix with water. Looking at this last picture, you will clearly differentiate between the cyclohexane, which is at the top, and water, which is at the bottom. They do not mix. In the laboratory, when carrying out the test for water, we will realize that water will turn anhydrous copper 2 sulfate from white to blue. Therefore, if we have a solution of anhydrous copper 2 sulfate in a bowl and we place water in a pipette, dropping some few drops of water into the bowl containing the anhydrous copper 2 sulfate, you will notice that the spot which the drop of water touches turns blue. Therefore, this picture clearly describes all what I have just said with regards to the test of water using anhydrous copper to sulfate. Water will also turn anhydrous copper to chloride from blue to pink. The equation for these two reactions is as thus. Copper sulfate, which is white in color, when it reacts with water, it will give rise to anhydrous copper to sulfate, which is blue. Also, cobalt to chloride, which is blue, when it reacts with water, it will give rise to anhydrous cobalt to chloride, which is pink. To find out if a liquid is pure water, its boiling point or its freezing point must be measured. Pure water boils at exactly 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at exactly 0 degrees Celsius at 1 atmospheric pressure. Nevertheless, we will not end this entire notion of water, its sources, purification techniques, and the test for water without mentioning how we can prevent waterborne diseases. The methods for preventing waterborne diseases are summarized below. We will begin with drink beverages made only with boiled water. You can use your kettle to boil water when wanting to prepare beverages or to be used in your fruit juice. Ice cubes should be avoided, for they are considered as potential contaminants. Therefore, it is not appropriate and it should be avoided to use ice cubes into your glass of water, for they may contaminate your water. Do not drink tap water directly. Fetch the water in a bucket or any other container and allow it to settle before drinking. Chlorinated water can still be unsafe if the bleach wasn't properly used. As we earlier mentioned, when we were treating the methods of purification of water, we said chlorination is one of the techniques which can be used in the purification of water, and the use of this chlorine will depend on the quantity of water. So if the chlorine is not properly used, it can still be unsafe. Use appropriate equipment for water purification. Always wash the water recipient, such as the bucket, the drum, the bottle, before fetching water. Thanks for your kind attention.